Hi, I'm Sarah and I'm the owner of the Crystillery. I am showing you today some of my journals and books that I have created. Some of these books you will not be able to find anywhere in the world. Some of them are the very first of their kind, and something that I think a lot of you would really love. The first book that I created is actually a colouring book, and it is called the Divine Colouring Book. Now, this is not just a colouring book full of beautiful designs, mandalas, witchy pictures. It also has an affirmation beside every single picture that you can colour in. So there's at least 50 to 70 different affirmations in this book, as well as over 100 different designs to colour in. And what's beautiful about this book is you can focus on the actual affirmation itself. You can tune into it. Once you've coloured in your design, you can tune into that, and it's a very good channeling tool, especially if you're into colouring in. The second book that I worked on is called the Crystillery Divination Journal. Now, what makes this journal so special is it's about divination in forms of pendulum dowsing and tarot cards. Now, I know a lot of people use tarot cards, and there are plenty of pages in this book to be able to record your tarot card readings, but the main focus is on the pendulum readings. Now, I created a unique pendulum that features a copper tree of life palm energy conductor. So you hold it in your palm and it draws the energy from your electromagnetic field, and it just empowers your pendulum readings. Now, in this book itself, I have actually created pendulum charts. There's obviously information on how to use your pendulum, how to store it, how to charge it, how to cleanse it. We have a chart here which is for calibrating your pendulum, which is very important before you start doing a reading, just to get the energy of your pendulum in check. We have a world map, we have a zodiac chart, we even have a colour chart as well if you're into colour magic, a rune sigil chart. Now, at the back of the rune sigil chart, you actually have a list of all the different runes and their meanings, which is really helpful when you are using the pendulum with this chart. You have an alphabet chart, a chakras chart, a numbers chart. There's so many beautiful charts in here. One of my favorites is the tarot card chart, and of course I have all of the main major arcana cards and their meanings within that as well. Then throughout the rest of the journal you have your pendulum reading pages, so you actually have we'll call it a mini pendulum dowsing chart on each page at the bottom for your main answers like yes, no, maybe and definitely, and you can record all of your pendulum readings in there. Further on in the book we have journal entries for your tarot card readings as well, so you can pull a card a day or as many as you feel, and you can write down all of your results. It works basically like a normal journal. You can go back through it, you can reflect on things that you've wrote down from your readings. So I'm very proud of this one because this was one of my first books that I created, and I put a lot of thought into this, and I think it would be very useful for a lot of you that do tarot card readings and pendulum readings. This one here is definitely one that you will not find anywhere else. It's called The Oracle in the Mirror. Now, what is special about this book is that every page has a different channeled messages that I have channeled to put into the book. Now, what you do with this is you hold it up to a mirror, so you can only see what it says if you hold it up to a mirror, and this is a form of mirror scrying where you channel into the mirror and you can focus on this message that you see and see what else comes to you, because the messages can be quite cryptic. They are written in a very poetic style, so that you can come back to these as many times as you want and you can channel a different message from it every time. Aside from each of those messages, you have a little journal entry page where you can write down what messages you're channeling, what you're feeling, what comes to you, and at the top of every one of these pages is a different colour. Now, again, for those of you who are into colour magic, you can tune into this colour and just write down what you get from it. There are over 100, I think there's over 100 different messages in this book. Again, this is one of my favourites, and at the back of these journals there's always extra space for your magical notes and scribbles. So that is The Oracle in the Mirror, and this is definitely one of my favourite books. It's called The Void Mirror. Now what makes this book especially special is that every single page is black, and every page is a different prompt. So it's a prompted scrying journal. Again, this is something you won't find anywhere else in the world. It's one of a kind. Every single page has a different area of life to scry upon. What you do is you can randomly flick open and pick whatever page you feel drawn to. There are actually different labeled chapters in this for different areas of life. So for example, if you wanted to work on messages regarding your intuition, all you need to do is focus on the black page itself and write whatever comes to you. Now, these can be written with white gel pens, or you can even use metallic gel pens. If you want it to be a bit more colourful, you can get gold, silver, metallic blue, whatever you fancy. And basically, you just write whatever comes to mind. And the white gel pen shows up incredibly well on these as well. And there's plenty of blank scrying pages in the back there too. So this is one of my favorite journals area, which is for career and finances. There's chapters on love, there's chapters on relationships, life, money, etc. So there's so many pages in this book, and it's something again you can keep going back to just like a normal journal, and you can see how far you've come, or if you can look back and see if any messages resonate with you, whether it's 2 weeks down the line or even 2 years down the line. This is definitely a book that you want to have in your collection. Now, to go with these books, I do have crystal intention pens. For every journal that you order on the website, the crystillery.co.uk, you get one of these for free. And these are worth £8.99, and they have real crystals inside, and they're very, very pretty. Guys, if you want to see any more about these journals and books, just go to the crystillery.co.uk and have a browse and buy whichever one you feel drawn to. I know if it was me, I'd want to buy them all, but that's because I created them all. I'm being a bit biased there, but there you go. And that's my books and journals by the Crystillery. Thank you.